All right. I'm already live. Okay. What's good, you too? How's everyone doing this lovely whatever day I'm gonna drop this shit? I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This your boy Reg in the building. I'm my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
And we're gonna talk about this power shit, man. The
Yes.
whole fucking season and shit, finale was like this past Sunday.
Yep.
What a crazy season this was, man. Like
It was crazy.
woo, man. I don't even know where to begin, man. This whole season was just it
Man.
was like, damn, man. It was like twists and turns and hijinks and fucking drugs and bombs. Like we already talked about what happened in that dinner scene and shit like that, episode
Yeah.
8, which
Yeah.
I broke my usual pack about how I said I'm not really going to do that whole fucking episode reviews and shit like that because I'm not even gonna lie. Some days I might watch it late. Some days I might not be in the mood to do this shit. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, but
Right.
yeah, let's talk about this whole fucking season. So pretty much Tyreek is like going through left to right hell and shit like that. He's dealing with, the aftermath of, Jabari's Professor Reynolds murder, which I'm glad the motherfucker died and shit like that, because
Right.
the R&B singing like a motherfucker got on my nerves and shit. But yeah, then of course, his grandmother, played by Debbie Morgan, is
Mhm.
going through some alcohol issues and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, yeah, he's trying to maintain his drug business with Braden and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
And then to top it off, you got motherfucking Tate being his fucking teacher, assistant teacher with fucking Carrie
Hmm.
and stuff too. Who who possibly killed herself or not? We'll talk about that. I mean, you know, oof, I think my favorite episode of this whole fucking season, if I had to pick one,
Mm.
maybe the first episode of this season. I'm not even gonna hold you
That
because
was your favorite?
I liked how they begun it, especially with the how they kept playing the ASAP Rocky song "Who That Boy" in the
Right.
background and stuff like that, adding on to that eerie feeling and shit.
Right.
That was very unique and stuff too. The second episode was like more sex, excuse me, more sex heavy. Everybody was just having sex. I'm sorry. Every time I look at sex having sex with that white lady, I don't know. It just feels kind of unpleasant. I'm not even gonna. She's not even that cute to me. I'm not.
Wow.
Solid. Her name is Sullivan or whatever. Yeah.
The one I played the professor.
No. Oh, the professor's fine though.
Mm.
Well, to an extent though, but I mean the DA, the one that was trying to put Tyreek in jail, the one Sax was
Oh,
fucking.
the one that sucks. Yeah, she was okay. She wasn't all that.
She had a clown mouth. Like,
She had a clown mouth.
yeah, man. Like, it's like when she tried to be sexy, I just didn't buy it. I was,
Oh my god.
yeah, man. It's like she had them lips, them weird clown red lips and shit. And then it's like she tried to act like she had an ass. It was very unpleasant
Wow.
to look at. I was
Wow.
I was more interested in seeing Paula naked. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that
Wow, Reg.
my boy Davis, man. If there
Mm.
was two MVPs this whole fucking
There
season,
was Davis. Yep.
Davis and Zeke.
I agree. I agree.
Davis because that motherfucker was street smart. Zeke because he was my entertainment this whole fucking season. I'm gonna get into Zeke later. I'm gonna get into it, but Davis,
Right.
this nigga got everybody killing, catching bodies for this nigga and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not. This is probably Method Man's my favorite Method Man role up to this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. He
I'm not
did.
even.
He did his thing. He did his
He's
thing.
doing his thing. Him and Mary J. Blige, those deserve the award, but
Definitely.
they probably won't get Emmys because they don't recognize this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Right.
But Method Man, but my only gripe with his storyline, they didn't focus too much on his brother because Redman played his brother, and
Right.
it's like you only saw him in the first episode, and then you only saw him in the last episode. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but it was cool to see all them sex scenes and the Menendez brothers, and who I mean by the Menendez brother, I'm talking about Mecca, Dante, whatever his name is, and then Poppy
Hmm.
Tahada. That's how I'm gonna call him, Poppy Tahada.
Poppy Tahada. I
Poppy
agree.
Tahada. Which isn't me.
Hmm.
I don't feel like them damn kids. Besides maybe
They
Drew,
don't look like them.
they
Yes,
don't look like no Afro
they don't
Latinos
look
and
like
some
them.
shit.
Yep, I've been saying that since for the whole season. Like none of them kids look like Monet
Oh
and
shit!
Lorenzo.
Especially fucking, they all act like they took some fucking Rosetta Stone before they fucking auditioned or some shit.
Right? They don't look like them.
Maybe Drew, because Drew act like he has a little his Latino, Indian,
Hmm.
maybe whatever.
Right.
But I'm looking at myself like, yo, 50-50. Well, actually scratch it because Courtney Kemp, she was mostly the one that was running this show
Hmm.
and shit. Like, because 50, he's more into the whole forward, power forward. That's his shit now. But we'll talk more about that.
Right.
Um, because it's just like the way they be speaking Spanish with one another, and then Monet was just slowly getting irritated with Diana every episode and shit. Like, god
Yes.
damn.
Definitely. Definitely. It was
I,
crazy.
I love that episode when Diana she did some shit right because she Monet went to go check someone with the drug pin or whatever,
Right.
and she came out and Diana was talking to some security guard or whatever, and she was like, "What the fuck you do?" And she was like, "I just flirted with them, mommy, so we can get some extra time and shit." And she was like, I'm proud of you, D." And Diana
Hmm.
smiled like she did something right, and then
Exactly.
fucking Monet was like, "Drive this fucking car and shit." I'm just like, damn, that
Man.
one moment. Diana just on that one fucking moment and shit like that where Monet was just fucking proud of her and
Right.
shit like that. It was just like, damn,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
can't even have that one fucking moment. And that's the thing, y'all niggas was sleeping on Diana this season.
Right.
Diana was she was the fucking she's one in the making. That's all I want to say. She's gonna be the one in the making and shit. But everybody was sleeping on my girl Diana until that dinner
Right.
scene and shit.
Hmm. Y'all also coming out parties. Just like
That was coming up.
put everybody on blast and they mad at her.
Exactly. Oh, I'm a snitch.
Right?
Shit. Who else? Who else? Let's talk about Lauren right quick, yo.
Oh man, she's sexy.
I was kind of mad that she died. I don't even think she.
If I don't think she's dead. They ain't show her.
Yeah, she's
We
probably in
need
hiding.
we need proof. You know what I mean? They ain't show her. I'm like she might. I don't think Effie let her live.
I'm tired of Effie. I'm not.
You tired of Effie? I don't.
Effie is.
She's like the side piece that's trying to be more than just the side piece. I don't feel like Tariq loves her. I feel like Tariq cared more about Lauren than it showed, especially when he found out that she was missing.
I'm telling you, this nigga Tyree gonna pull a ghost talk about you killed the love of my life.
Right. I feel like Tariq
Oh shit.
really wanted to be with Lauren, and
Right.
they had they falling out, but I think he still care about her more than Effie. I don't see him being with Effie like that. Effie is like she good for
Sex.
yeah, like she's a side piece, and she good with the business, but that's
Yeah.
that's that's all her worth. I don't think she's more than that. you
Exactly,
know
man. It's just like
and he's had all three of them this season. He had Effie, he had Lauren, he had Diana. Diana and him have something going on. I don't know what it is. I
I
don't
was
know if
waiting
that's
for him.
yeah, I don't know if that's ever going to turn into something serious, but I think Lauren out of the other two is the one for him. And
Yeah.
Effie, if Effie die, I'm like nobody gonna miss her. I'm not gonna miss her on the show.
Man, fuck Effie, man. I'm tired.
you know,
She's only good if you want to get some drug shit happening. But other than
right?
that, I'm just tired of Effie and shit.
Facts.
Who else? Who else storyline? Let's talk about fucking Tate.
Ah man,
My
Tate,
fucking nigga Tate, man. This is also his coming out party and shit.
right?
Motherfucker
And
was trying to blast.
mm,
He was he's a definition of determination and shit like that. You know.
yes, he was trying to get in the professor's pants,
Yep.
and then he was trying to find a way to blackmail the congressman, and he found the picture, the racial picture of him in the blackface, and he used it to get what he wanted in office, and now he's gonna run. I think his storyline is gonna start off his own book because his book is the last one. Book 5 is gonna be his. I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna start it off with him. Either he already won and he's in Congress, or he's gonna be running, and we'll see him get into the seat. Get a seat in Congress, and I'm like, and then his brother, like he did his brother dirty, and he got a lot of stuff going on with him and Tariq as well.
His brother was just tired of his shit like that.
Yeah,
Tired of your shit,
yep. And
man.
I want to know who killed the professor. Was it Monet, or was it Mecca?
I feel like it was Monet.
Because Mecca, I think Mecca was there. I think he was lying about their whereabouts. I think maybe both of them was there, and that would be like a flashback scene or something we get.
Mm.
But I don't think Carrie killed herself. I think Monet was in that house and did something.
Girl Carrie thought she was gonna talk woman to woman with Monet and shit.
Right? Carrie said, "I'd rather die than to talk to you, Monet. Hell got to be a
Shit.
better place." So damn,
My nigga Zeke, man.
yeah.
My nigga Zeke, man. Shit,
People
my nigga.
love stupid Zeke. Zeke wasn't great. I don't like. We ain't gonna miss him on the show, man.
I'm gonna miss him.
You
Damn.
gonna miss him?
I'd rather them kill off Drew than Zeke or
I
Everett.
thought he
Damn.
was. I thought he was going. Everett need to go. I don't know why he's still there.
Right,
But
but y'all gonna kill off Zeke.
I don't know why Everett. I don't know why Everett is still on that show.
My boy
I
Zeke was.
I thought for sure Drew was gonna take a bullet. I thought for sure he was done.
For real.
You know.
Because Drew was like them niggas. Drew's like probably Monet's favorite and shit like that. Well, minus Zeke and shit like
Mm,
that. So if he would have died, that would have caused a lot of tension between her, Mecca, and Kane and shit like that too.
right.
But now y'all
Right.
want to keep fucking him and kill off my nigga Zeke.
Well,
All
we
nigga
know.
Zeke want to do is play basketball and shit, nigga.
Right.
Like,
But he couldn't. He wasn't going to the NBA now because they found out how old he was. If anything, what he was gonna go overseas to play. That's about it. You know what I mean? And
my regular
that's
life.
if right. That's if any team wanted him or whatever. But I mean, I think they killed him off because they didn't know what to do with his character. Like they don't have a story for him no more.
Hell, they could have made him. They could have made him want revenge on Monet. He could have gone. She did say he can't think for himself and shit like that. Remember
Exactly. He too dumb. How you gonna go with this money?
he could have had. How you don't know you 4 years? And that's the thing that killed me. That's the,
Mm,
you're not 19. You're 23. How
right.
you tell this boy you like? How you tell this boy you? How you? How you lied to the boy 4 years? How you take
Mm.
4 years out of this
He,
motherfucker's life? And
he
shit?
he almost he
How
almost
you?
middle
How you?
aged right now.
How that happened? Tell me.
He's almost middle aged right there.
But this what this motherfucker was like. Not married. Not married.
I didn't lie. You lied.
Hold on. That means I lied about my regulations. This is what kills me.
Mm,
And I'm still thinking about this shit.
right.
Zeke, your aunt, who you thought was your aunt,
Mm,
is actually your mom. Lied to you your whole life. Took 4 years out your life.
mm,
You were literally in your 20s at your prom. Like,
mm,
and all you could think about was y'all
mm,
regulations.
right. The dumb jock.
Don't give me the fucking press
Mm,
interview with Janelle Hill
right.
and shit. Oh
That was
my god.
hilarious. That was
Get the fuck out of my
hilarious.
fight. Fuck out this
Yeah,
bullshit.
that was funny.
That was my entertainment and shit like that. And once I saw Tate's brother just shake his head, I was done. I was just like, oh my. He was just like,
Mm-mm. Right? It was hilarious, man.
like, I want my regulation. Oh shit! Remember that sample in that episode where fucking Bubba was like, I want my daddy's records back.
Mm.
This Z, I want my regulation back.
Man.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, this is not. Zeke was just my entertainment and shit, but like I said, y'all want to keep fucking Drew and Everett, and I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't. That's another. I didn't give a damn about the Drew Everett Monet
Right.
Mecca love story.
Hmm.
That if there was one weak part that was too soap opera-ish, it was
Right.
probably that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I didn't care for the Coney Island. I didn't care for the Coney Island trips. I didn't care for all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, give
Coney
me all
Island.
the give me all the fucking drugs and give me all that shit. I didn't care for this. If I want to
I
watch a love story, I watch P Valley or some shit.
I just thought I just thought like Monet's plan was just all over the place. I'm like all of this to get rid of Mecca. Why not just kill him when you had the chance?
Exactly.
Like when he was alone with him, she was alone with him many times. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand of involving the kids and then involving dumbass Zeke and involving Tariq. I'm like, would they does she need Tariq just to get the bag? You know what I'm saying? Because she could have used Kane and just her and Kane could have did all that. I'm like, it just was all over the place, and I was confused just watching that episode. I'm like, what the hell is Monet like plan supposed to be about? Because I don't understand how all these people are involved, and she's the one that ended up pulling the trigger on Mecca anyway. She could have did
Shit,
that without their help. You know,
man.
it
Menendez.
was.
Those acting by the Menendez brothers, man. I just can't stand them. This nigga's
I,
counting his words, talking about you stay here, you on lockdown. Like, nigga, who the fuck are you?
right? I didn't know.
Shit. Steve
I
Wilkos.
thought at one point I thought that Lorenzo was gonna get shot too. I'm like, are they gonna kill both of them off?
I was waiting.
And
I
and
wanted them to kill both of them off and
and
shit.
Monet just take everything that they got. I thought that was gonna be the plan at the end or something.
Steve Wilkos, little motherfucker.
You know what I mean? I'm like, and now that Lorenzo know that he shot the wrong person, what he gonna do in season 3? That's gonna be hilarious for him to cover up his tracks. I want to see what kind of lengths he go through to make sure that Monet don't find out that he really killed Zeke.
Exactly.
And he don't even know that he killed Zeke. Wait till he find out that he killed her son. That's gonna be crazy. I think definitely he gonna die in season 3. I'll be surprised if they keep him alive past then.
Exactly. But y'all want to kill off Zeke.
You know, maybe we'll see Zeke again in some flashback scenes or something.
Maybe.
You know, like the way they brought back Ghost. Well, not necessarily Ghost, but they brought back the other was it LaQuisha, that was her name, Lala's character.
Yeah.
They brought back her and they brought back um the professor and what's the other professor, not
Reynolds.
yeah, but I'm about to say J Roby, um the other professor that got shot in they and um that's gonna be interesting to see, like, what he does next season to cover up his tracks. Because Lorenzo don't look like that type that's gonna do that. He don't look like the type that's gonna like go through all these lengths just to keep that from Monet. If anything, you might have to come out and tell Monet that he accidentally shot Zeke. But I don't know. A lot of people thinking that next season Monet gonna kill Lorenzo. So we'll see.
So we gotta wait till probably November for that.
Right? Yeah. Depending on when they start shooting.
With this fucking pandemic, who knows and shit.
I know they started shooting late last year. I think March or April they started shooting last year. So it might be like that again.
Right. Yeah. I just also want to get my quick thoughts on the Power Force episode and shit like that.
Yeah.
What you think about that one?
That was uh it was okay the first episode. I know it was the pilot episode. I felt like Tommy was doing a little bit too much in like certain, like the part where he's like, he's like leaning on his car smoking a cigarette, and then the other car drives up and they tell him to move his car, and I'm like, normally he would have gotten killed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I feel like they were like forcing the issue of him being this newcomer in the town, and messing things up for the local drug dealers in the neighborhood. So at any other time, he would have gotten killed if that was real life. But for the story, like, I guess that was their way of introducing him. I just felt like they should have just picked up where he left off in New York City, going to L.A. and he was on his way to LA and took a detour for some reason to Chicago, and I want to see how things play out because like with the cast so far, I'm not really sold yet on the new cast of characters. So it's basically just me watching it because of Tommy character. That's basically about it. Cause I'm like I want to see how he integrates himself in upcoming weeks with all the new players in town. You know what I mean? So
I kind of hear your point about that. I mean, I feel like it was like a lot going on
yeah,
and shit like that, especially that lesbian scene and shit like
right.
that.
Already like the first day, Tommy gets some buns from this Jamaican chick at the bar, and she made him some pepper pot soup, and I'm like, okay, he beaten a black chick, and the black chick had some type of history going on with the one of the younger cats from the other crew or whatever. So we're gonna see how that plays out, and then you got the guy's sister is a lesbian, and I'm like, there's a lot of shit that was going on in that first episode. I'm like, I hope everything
Oh, he has a
they
brother too.
he has a brother too.
Yeah, black brother.
Yes, he has a black brother, and that came out of nowhere. I'm like, what? Tommy has a black brother? That don't even. I'm like, I never would have guessed it. I'm like, I think y'all was reaching for
I
this.
mean, I mean, it might be reaching, but if
Mm,
you think about it, it might make a little sense.
right.
I'm not trying to say like he's a stereotypical wig or whatever like that, but I'm
Mm,
just saying he just how can I put this? He just knows his way around. That's all I know.
right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm like, he has a black brother, and him actually wanting to give the brother his number. I'm like, that's not like Tommy. Tommy was never the type to just be giving his number freely to people that he don't know, and I'm like, he changed a lot between Ghost and this show. So he was thinking back at the people he lost in his life. His the girlfriend Holly that he was seeing, and his
Oh,
mom, and
man.
and Ghost and Letitia, and you know what I mean. So I'm like, Tommy made a drastic change between Ghost and now, and so I'm like, I want to see how everything plays out in this show.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Ghost, what did you think about the Tasha scene where he got her, Tyreek got Tasha and Yasmin together and shit?
Right. I wasn't surprised. I'm like, well, they didn't write Tasha out. They didn't kill Tasha off, so she's still in a part of the story. Like I know she was Notori was doing Queens, and that was probably won't come back. And
I'm sorry, I have a feeling that might get canceled. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
you know what I'm saying. So
I
I'm like,
hate
I'm once I saw, I'm like, I'm thinking, yeah, Queens is probably done. I don't think she's gonna be able to do two shows at once.
and with
So
Eve also going on maternal
right,
leave. I don't know.
right, true. And I'm like, oh, Tasha's back finally, and at some point, I'm like, they kept Tasha in the story, so now we know, um, the girl, I forgot her name, the daughter is back with the mother, and they safe, and at some point, I think we're gonna see Tasha again, maybe next season or something, but she's still in the story, so it was good to see her.
Yeah. It also one more thing I forgot to mention about Braden. What do you think about the Braden character?
Braden, like you see, like how like he's out there for something to prove because like he loved the drug game and he's out to prove to himself that he's not a preppy white boy and a privileged white boy like and you know I don't like the fact that he double crossed Tariq with Kane. I think I think
Mm,
I think Tariq didn't put a bullet in him because that's his friend. He care about him, but I feel like if like there's still some business going on behind the scenes with Braylon and with Kane that Tariq might have to get rid of Braylon like for good. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, like that Tariq is your homeboy. You're in business with him. Why are you doing side deals with Kane? You know what I'm saying? And you know Kane don't care for Tariq in the first place. I just don't understand that.
I feel like he was probably coerced into doing it and shit like that
But
because
what is Kane? Kane don't have nothing on Braylon. What does he have on him? He don't have no dirt on him. So it's like Braylon didn't shoot the professor. So you know what I'm saying? It's like Braylon just loved the drug game, and that's what Effie was telling him. Like, yo, if you gonna do this, then you gotta know the rules of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no way out now. You part of the game, and I just feel like, why are you going into business on the side with Kane? I just that was the worst mistake that he ever did.
right,
You know, it's like Kane can't be trusted. He'll double cross his own family. I'm like, this is the dude you're doing business with, and knowing that he can't stand Tariq in the first place. I don't understand that.
yeah, definitely.
You know,
But yeah, other than that, I think that's all to mention and shit like that.
right?
And again, speaking of, next week is the Queen season finale, right?
Oh, is it already?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, we gotta talk about that.
yeah,
Damn.
damn, yeah, because they literally said it was the finale. I was like, yeah, y'all just came back after a 3 week hiatus, and this is already finale.
that
Like, come on, now.
I,
But like,
I don't, and then that's another thing. It's like my whole thing is like, did they know that Eve was pregnant before they did the show, or was like did she just get pregnant during the show? Because I feel like the success now is based on her being a part of the show.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the show can still go on without her because I do think Remy Martin is doing a good job on there with the rest of them. But I think people love Eve and they love the way that it started off with all of them, the original members. And once she left to go have her babies, now it's like, well, what happens now? Do you wait till she's able to work again, or are they just gonna cancel the show, or do you send it to streaming? Like a lot of other shows are being sent to streaming, so I don't know. If anything, I think I wouldn't cancel it. I would send it to Hulu or something.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like just don't, because I still think that could be a great show, and it, you know, like I'm also not surprised if they cancel it because it's like it's a show based on hip hop. You got some hip hop artists on the show. It's too hip hop for mainstream America.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what they gonna replace it with? Like another Blackish spinoff? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How many damn spinoffs of Blackish can you do? You know what I'm saying? So
They're doing the spinner for oldish.
they were supposed to do that, right?
Yeah.
And
Then-
they
'cause,
canceled it or something?
well, this is the last team of Blackish, so yeah.
Okay. So 'cause I heard they said they're not doing it no more.
Really?
Supposedly, I don't know how true that is. That they canceled the idea. I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's like I like the show and I watched the show from the beginning to now. So, but I feel like Eve's departure kind of like it took a lot of steam out of the show now. And then you replace it with Remy, and I don't know how good Remy Martin acting skills are. And is it good enough to keep the show on the air? You know what I'm saying? So you know,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
is Notori is what is her status with Power and with Queens? Is she gonna be able to do both, or she just doing Power, or you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with that show.
Yeah, who knows?
I would keep it though. Like even if ABC cancel it, send that to streaming. I think it's too good of a show to just get rid of.
As long as you don't send to like BET or VH1 or any of
No,
that shit.
no,
I'm
no, no, no. Send it to streaming. Hulu, we got many streaming. Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime. There's many. I'm watching a lot of the shows I'm watching now on streaming. You know, the Boba Fett and Euphoria, the Peacemaker. There are a lot of shows I'm watching on streaming more than network TV anyway. That's the future of TV for me. So I think they can send to streaming. They sent a show called Manifest on NBC to streaming.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And same thing with Lucifer. So it's not like it can't have a second life on or a second chance on streaming.
Well, Lovecraft County got canceled after season one, and that kind of
That
pissed me
that
off.
should have been that needs to be on streaming also. I don't know why they canceled it. And that got so many award nominations and stuff.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I'm pretty much want to end it off right here, stuff like that. Um, so next week, I guess we're gonna talk about the Queen's finale or
That's gonna be
Queen's
dope.
season and shit like that. Appreciate this try as usual
No doubt.
and stuff. Well, I guess next time we're gonna talk about the Tommy show. So
Yes.
I guess that's gonna probably be the summertime. I don't know, cause
That should be over by what? This is February, like by April or May. It should be done because I know the Kanan. I'm assuming I don't know when I haven't seen anything for Kanan second season, but I'm assuming they're either filming it now or they're gonna start filming it soon. So by the summertime, we should get Kanan season two,
I
and
say by June or July.
yeah, and then hopefully by that time we should know when season three of Ghost book two is coming. You
Got
know.
you.
Yep.
Alrighty then. All right. So with that being said, I hope all have a good night,
Yes.
bro. And I will drop this. I'll most likely probably drop this on Thursday or Friday. So
Cool. All right.
all right. Peace.
Peace.